Good
Jai Hind,
evening, ma'am.
everyone. Good evening.
Good
Good
evening, ma'am.
evening.
Great to have you here. Although it's the last session for the
Thank
day today, but I'm sure the energy is still up with all the participants. So I'll just quickly introduce you to the all the viewers who are there, all the teachers who are still there with us. Uh, Ms. Smita Jain is a teacher at the Delhi Public School, Varanasi. She's the leader of the Google Educations Group, Varanasi. She's a certified trainer and level 2 educator with Google, and she's also a Moat and Wicked certified educator. Ma'am, you are at the pinnacle of what teachers can do in terms of technology. We would love to hear from you and how you actually can integrate technology in the most practical ways in the classrooms. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Sir, thank you, Vishali, ma'am. Can I share my screen?
Absolutely. If you can just click on
Oh,
share and just share your screen as an option, the last option in the drop down.
yes. Is it visible now?
Yes, I think you can go to the slides that you want to show. And if you can just, yeah, click the slide show. Wonderful. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So just now Joshi sir was talking about balancing technology in the class and with the student also the use of technology in the class. So technology integration is not an event. It should be everyday part of our classroom like crayons and breathing. So it's not been used like event, isn't it, Vrishali ma'am? When two
Absolutely. It's
years
not
or
an
3 years
event.
back, yeah,
Yeah, it's not
when
an event. It has to be part of it. Come on, it's technology.
yes, but before last 2 years, when pandemic year was going on, and the teachers got announcement from the school that we are going to transform to digital. Now, what was the feeling of the teachers at that time? Can you tell me in the chat box what you felt at that time? Uh, Let me
Yeah,
see
we
the
will get
comments here.
I will read for you, ma'am, don't worry. You can
Okay,
be on the
okay,
PPT, I'll read for you.
okay. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, teachers, what were your emotions when you were told to teach online?
Online, yes, going online from offline to online. Earlier, we were not aware of drives, folders, files, and all. We were using computers just for the sake, and we were teaching in the class.
Yeah, we have got
I think the
responses.
first question is, will it even work?
That was the first question we had in our mind. I love the
Yeah,
word baffled. We were baffled, clueless, overwhelmed,
Apprehensive.
unsure, confused, apprehensive.
and then another question must be there, like how to go for it. There were so many applications, softwares, everything. How to go for it? That was a
Absolutely.
question
It's
going
the
on in the
last question that
mind.
we got curious. How will
Yes.
everything, how will it work? Yeah, great.
And I think there was a competition between teachers who is going to use the most apps or softwares. The teacher who is using the most apps or softwares were recognized as the best teacher, isn't it? But it is not so. Good technology integration isn't about using the fanciest tool. It is about being aware of the range of options. You should be aware of it and picking the right strategy or strategies for the lesson at hand. So it is not that you have to use all the softwares or all the apps or all the online resources, but it is how to use, why to use, and where to use. The strategy you have to apply, the correct strategy at that time. So for this, let's see 4Cs plus 5E model. So I think you all know about what is 4C. 4C is like critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity, which is a framework there in when you integrate a technology into your teaching. So critical thinking, how you should have when you are using a technology, you should have a common sense of using this technology. And digital citizenship, like when you are working online, you should respect others feeling, you should protect your datas, and so on. And when you are going for communications, you are having a videos, you share your ideas through flip grids, you may create videos and all. So communication is also plays a great role there. Then collaboration. Collaboration when we are using Padlets and Jamboards in the class, while sharing the comments, while sharing the ideas with other students. So Jamboards and Padlets, these are the softwares, these are the open resources which helps you in that. Now the last one is your creativity. And creativity comes when you are aware of all the things and you want to show it to others. Like if you are talking about the crime, cyber crimes and all, if you want to date and you want others to be aware of it, so you can create a flyers, posters. So all this critical thinking, communication, collaboration and creativity is the integral part of the integrating technology in the framework. Now, coming to the next, when we go for lesson planning, 4 C's are very much important. Then comes with 5 E's. When we are framing a lesson plan or we are making a lesson plan, we have to see that our students are all engaged, and if they are engaged then only they can go. So 5E stands for engage, elaborate, explain, explore and evaluate. So engage, explore, explain and elaborate, and at the last evaluate. So how to go for it, let's see. So engage, explore, explain, elaborate and evaluate. When you are engaging a student, when you are making a lesson plan, what is the first thing? You have to check the prior knowledge of the student. So whatever they know, if I say I'm an IT person, so if I am talking about editing a picture, editing a photo, or you can say picture, so let me ask the student first, what you know about editing a picture. Then I have to give a hook question, that what is the interest, which type of tool you use, which type of app have you used up till now. So they will come up with the answers. Then connecting to the previous lesson. So how we can connect them with the previous learning, what they have learned in the last class or their prior knowledge, we can connect and we can engage our student. And this is how we can start our lesson planning. Then next one is your explore. Whatever they have learned, they have to come up with it and they can share their ideas, their topics, their skill concept and everything what they know. So for this, they are going to explore themselves. They will go to the various website. Okay, ma'am was talking about the editing of the software. Let's see the videos, let's see the websites, what we can use, what are the topics, what are the ideas we can inculcate in our learning. So after that, you can go for the next, that is explain. Then you have to see that your student process in meaning of making the meaning out what they have learned. So whatever they have learned, they have searched, they have researched the website, they have seen the videos. Now whatever they have learned, they have to come out with it. It can be in any mode. They can write in the doc, they can make a video of it, they can make a animation of it, they can make a flyer of it, and they can explain everything on any of these apps. Then elaborate. When they come with, they have collected the data and everything. Now they have to elaborate it. They wanted to go in the deep knowledge of what they have learned. So whatever the technology we are using in the class, we can go and explain each and every feature of that. So if they have to edit a photograph, they should know whichever software they are using, they should know each and every feature of that software. So they are going to elaborate the things. At the last, it is evaluate. Evaluate, how they can evaluate. They will create a flyer, they will create a I can say picture effects, whichever effects they are giving, and whatever thing they have created, their assessment or their comments or their feedbacks can be taken by the peer student, for the teachers, and if they want, they can put it on the social media also to get the feedback or the comment from there. Now, formula for technology integration is you add 4 C's of education with 5 E's. You add both the things and go for it. You will see that a very innovative thing is been done when 4 C's and 4 E's are both added when we are making a lesson plan. Now, how to go for it? Just I'm taking an example of like how the Egyptian pyramids were built. If this question is given to a student, what the student will do? First part is you have to engage the student. So how they are going to engage? They will, whatever they have their prior knowledge, that prior knowledge can be circulated through Padlet. Other student can add their comments there, and they can collect the data. Like I know a few points, maybe other student knows more about that, and they can all give a points in that Padlet form. And for the technology integration, we are using Padlet there. We are engaging student also. We are communicating also with each other, the peer student, even teacher can also give a comment on that. So the Padlet is used. Then they are going to explore about it. So how to go for Egyptian pyramids? They will see the videos. They will think about it. They will see what are the advantage, what are the disadvantage, what is the plus point there, and the critical thinking. They will see the videos. Then in this, we use Ad Puzzle or VR Explorer to see the videos. Ad Puzzle is used if they are watching any videos or you are giving any video there related to the pyramids, you can give a question based on that video. Ad Puzzle will give you there, like video is playing, in between that video a part of video is been stopped there, and you can insert a question there. So they are going to think about it, what we have seen. So critical thinking takes place along with the exploration. They are watching the video, they are knowing about new things, and then critical thinking is why this happened, what was that. I will show you that in the coming slides. Then comes explanation part. Here also collaborate, 4 C's, collaborate take place. When they know about the things, they know about the pyramids, they have seen the videos, they have corrected all the information. Now they are going to collaborate. They have created a video through Flipgrid. Now these video can be seen by their peer student also, peer teachers also, and they can also comment there. What was the plus point there, or you can add this thing also there. So these points can be added there. So collaboration take place there when they are explaining what they have learned. Now after that, elaborate, and elaborate is combined with create of 4 C's. When they have known about Egyptian pyramids, everything they have explained, they have created a video. Now everything is finalized. Now they are going to make a website of it, and they can use Google site for that. So they can use Google site even for putting it on the social media or making aware of other public. They can make animated videos through animaker.com, or if they want to make a flyer, or if they want to make a posters explaining about the pyramids, they can do it with the given softwares like Google site. These are all open resources. They can work easily there. Now after creating this, if they have created a site there, now they can send it for evaluating it. They can get the feedback also. So evaluate and communicate take place together again here. So when they have created a website, they can put it on the social media and it is published, so they can get a feedback on it. If it is a video, they can put it on the YouTube and they can get a feedback comments on that, how it was created, was the information useful or not, everything. And if they want, they can use Padlet also for that, and they can get the feedback. So this was how adding 5 E's with 4 C's and getting the answer of how the Egyptian pyramids were built. Now let's see a dialogue using a dialogue traits. Now character traits, if you have to find it out and using dialogues. So what student will learn, it's if we are teaching them dialogue writing. So how to engage them? Students share out what they already know about dialogues. Like dialogue delivery is very easy. Student will be able to know, okay, come on, tell me where have you seen the dialogues? They can say about the film dialogues. They can say about the storybooks. They can talk about the plays and all. So we are engaging them with the prior knowledge. Then exploring, we can show them few videos related to plays or any movies, short movies, and they can see there how the dialogue delivery is going on, how to create a dialogue. Then explanation, student can have a class activity there, and they can practice using dialogue to show rather than tell. So instead of telling that, they can have a play, a small skit in the class, and they can explain a dialogue delivery. So how can this dialogue delivery can be done? It can be shared in a doc. They can create dialogues there in a doc, and they can share with other members of the class or our peer students, and they can have a dialogue delivery in a Google Doc. Google Doc is again a open source, and they can share it with anyone, anywhere, so they can go for it. Then after that, elaborate. Now they know how to deliver the dialogues and all. Now they can use to create a comic. As I told you, animaker.com was there. There they can use a dialogue for creating an animation, or they can create storyboards also. They can use slides also to create it. They can use the characters, they can use the dialogues, and they can show how they can deliver the dialogues. Now evaluate. They have done this all part. Now evaluation, they can have a quiz with the dialogues. Okay, which dialogue was played in which part of the this character was, whose dialogue is the there. Whatever it is, they can have a quiz, and that can also be done online with the quizzes.com. So this is all engaging in adding 4 E's with 4 C's. So what are your thoughts? Please answer me in the chat box.
Yes,
What do you think about
we've got some
adding 4 C's?
responses.
Yeah.
We have got it's practical information. It is actually a very useful information during a summer vacation. Great, 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 Sweta ma'am. It's really helping. Nice information.
Okay, thank you. Now you know about 4 C's, 4 E's, how to add it on, and plan a lesson plan. So one more thing is there, that is SAMR model. So do you have any idea about SAMR model, what it talks about, what it says? Vishali ma'am, is there any comment on the chat box?
No, I think participants are thinking about it.
Okay, so I am going to tell
We'll
them
just
about.
wait for 30 seconds and okay, perfect.
Okay, okay. So what is SAMR? S stands for substitution, A for augmentation, M for modification, and R for redefinition. So generally we are using SAMR model in day-to-day life when we are teaching. Now when we came from offline to online, mainly we are using first two steps like substitution and augmentation. Like earlier, substitution is what? Let me tell you first. The technology acts as a direct substitute with no functional changes. Like earlier, we were using papers, we were giving sheets to our student. Now when we come from offline to online, it is converted into PDF, it is converted into doc, we are sharing with them. So it is just a substitution from paper to doc. Paper, we are saving the things in the drive instead of keeping in the file. So this is the substitution. Augmentation technology act as a direct substitutional with functional improvement. A little bit changes in the working of it. These two things we are using generally in the class. Now later on I will come on modification and redefinition. Let me explain substitution first. Now substitution, it is only just enhancing your lesson with technology. As earlier I said, like before that we were giving papers only. That was our traditional activities. Like this is the question paper, take it, this is your materials, you file it up, you are noted in the copy. Now what we are doing, we are scanning our lessons, worksheets and everything and converting into PDF and posting it in online classes like Google Classroom and all. Even we were not aware of drives and sharing the files and all. Now it is very easy. We are sharing our files, we are saving the files in the drive, and anywhere, any place we can open and work on it. So it is just a substitute of what we were doing earlier. Now, just to show you an example, like if you want to give any instructional video, as I was talking about at puzzle there, I'm showing you, it's opening. Okay, as I was showing you, like if I have given a video, if there is a chapter, like earlier we were reading a chapter, in between the chapter we were just asking the question. Now integrating technology is there. Just see, at puzzle is a software or a where we have inserted the video related to the chapter. We have inserted the video. The student, we have posted this in the online classes like Google Classroom or where, and student will play the this video, and where you can see a drops here. The drop shows that here is a question paper. After watching 4-5 second video, there is a question related to that part of the video. Why was doctor shocked? Why was the doctor shocked? So the child has to answer it. Instead of giving the answer in the class, it is integrated now and the answer is given like this only. Let me come back. Now they're like that only. If we like, we have a quiz in the class, isn't it? Now we have digital quizzes like quizzes.com. There you can get the quiz. The ready-made quizzes are also there. And if you want to make your quiz like related to your subject or chapter or topic, you can even create your quiz. That is also free. That is also open source. You can gamify your content. So instead, like in the class, we were playing like multiple choice question, like we were having a quiz on the board. Now you can have gamify your content. You can have a Kahoot there, and you can have like Book Wizard also have many games there. You can use that. That is also free. Then interactive worksheets. Let me show you the worksheet. Okay, wait. Okay, now this is the worksheet here. Earlier what happens, we used to give this type of worksheet, like write the names of the parts of flower. So students see there and write. Now what happened, interactive worksheets are there. You can just drag and drop or click there. You will come to know about the part of that plant. And you can submit it in the class, and then and there you get the marks also. So this is how substitution takes place. From just only the mode is changed. The thing is same and only the substitution is there and it is integrated with technology. Now coming to the next. Augmentation. So now augmentation is enhancing your lesson plan with the lessons with the technology. Now what happened earlier, we were just as I was talking just now, as a substitution, we were giving a doc, we were giving a worksheet. Now it can be hyperlinked. You want your student, if I am talking about the parts of the flower, if you want parts of the flower, the child knows it. When you click on that part, it should reach on some website with the more information of that. You can connect it with some other things. So we are enhancing the lessons, like being a part. If the child wants to know more, you can hyperlink that. You can create digital portfolios also, where the student can have more information and you can connect it with the docs or sites. You can gamify again here. You can use quizzes, Socrates, Kahoots in order to know uh, your child, or in order to make your child understand more than what is there in your notebooks. So you can go for it, give more knowledge by playing. You can also have a video there. I can show you a video here. It's a small video. You can see here, it's a small video named Snack Attack. So there was a lady bought a biscuit, packet of biscuit, and was sitting here just to eat it. And by mistake, she was eating of that person's biscuit. And they will watch a video. Now you can stop the video on 4 minutes 42 seconds. This is video of 4 minutes 42 seconds. You can stop it, and then you can ask the question after seeing the video. They can answer the questions accordingly. As when we were teaching, as we were teaching in the class, we used to dictate stories, and then in between, whatever is the question, we ask them in the class. Same thing we are using technology. Same part we are doing, and we are adding it with the questions, and they will answer. If they are not able to answer, they will watch the video again, and they can answer it easily. So this is again integrating technology with any of the subject you can use. It can be English, it can be Hindi, it can be maths, it can be science. Related to that, questions you can get. Then you can have a virtual bulletin board where student can post questions, links, and pictures. You can use Padlet also there for these things. So this is what augmentation. Technology act as a direct substitute with functional improvement. Is there any comment related to these two topics? Vishali ma'am?
No, I think there are no questions yet. No.
Okay. Now moving to the third one. Now enhancement techniques were two, first and second, that was substitution and augmentation. You can use for this book wizard and word wall. There are several activities. You can use it as you want and enhance the learning of your student. Moving to the third part, one more example is there. Like this is the activity given in a book wizard. If you want your student to know about SDG, then all SDG, there are 17 SDGs, and you want them to know more about SDGs, you can click just on it, any of the SDG, and you will get the questions there. See. So I clicked on 15th one, life on the land. So related to life on the land, I have several questions here. If I give the answer of these, I will be knowing about this SDG goal. Now, if I want another one, I want to go for clean water. I clicked here, and I can know about the clean water and sanitation. There are many questions related to it, and you can create such type of activities in book visit, and it is free of cost also, free resource. Now coming to the third one, that is Modification. Now we know about the use of technology. We have enhanced also, little bit changes also done. Now we are going to transform our lesson with technology. We are going to change it. Like if I am telling about any place, I can use Google Map there. And when I am using Google Map, if like SST teachers, they are telling about some places where the incident has taken place, you can open Google Map, you can indicate it there, even you can insert the picture there, the information about that, and you are changing the way of your lesson. Now children can only click there and they will get all information about that place, what was happened, and they can also create their knowledge. Also they can put it on there. Now after that, image carousel. Like if you want your children to know about the class rules, so how you can go, you can create different images, make an image carousel like a slideshow of images, and tell them to respect their peer students, their feelings and all, and where to talk, what to talk. You can go and show them through the picture. You can insert, you can put this classroom rule in your classroom, like GC's Google Classroom, if you are using it for online mode, and they can visualize this and they can understand, oh, what I have to do. These are all the rules there. So this is what. And then it is about science teacher. If you want to modify, like you are telling about the body parts and all, if you're talking about the body parts, internal parts or external parts, so you can also use book visit. There are many activities in the world war also, in the book visit also. You create your activity and just give it to your student. He will know more about it. Like what is this? This is a thyroid gland and the larynx. What is this? This is lungs. They will know about it. This here, the integration is done with the science subject, and you can see it. So here the modification. Now instead of telling the parts, making the drawing, making the diagram, you are giving the diagram and they know how to label the parts, which part is what. They can easily make it out. Then split whiteboard. Again here you are modifying your lessons, like split whiteboard. Now if a physics teacher or physics teacher is telling about creating a circuit and electricity, if it is telling, it can be with any subject, it can be with maths also, it can be with science also, it can be with English also. If the teacher is explaining about circuits and electricity, the student can read this, go through the chapters and apply the method on the first this area, the splitted sheet. And here he is getting all the tools here, how to make it. Like he can use the pen, lines or text, he can use it and draw the circuit, whatever it is. He can use the more thicker one, he can drops also. There are many tools, it will help him to do. He can do it, undo and redo and delete it also if he wants. So this is also a technology integration with science, you can say. So this is what modification is. So modification technology allows for significant task redesign. We are redesigning our chapters, we are using technology there and redesigning our lessons. Now coming to redefinition, that is the last part here. So redefinition means you are transforming your lesson with technology. Straight away you are changing everything. The old method is converted into the new one. You are changing. Technology allows for the creation of new tasks previously inconceivable. So what you are doing here, like you know about the topic, now you are creating a podcast, releasing a podcast. Children, people or the audience know about it. You are telling, explaining it in a podcast is a very good method of communication. Then you can create a blog or a vlog. These are all bigger projects. So you can go and create it. You're talking about any topics or a place, anything. You can create a vlog of there. You can even say create a podcast. Now you can see the reel also making on the Facebooks and all. They are creating the reels and all. These are all transforming their lessons. Now tackling the real world problem by investigation. Like if I am talking, I am from Varanasi. So if I am talking about Kashi Vishwanath, what was the earlier look of Kashi Vishwanath, and now what is there? So before after, can we can have a discussion here also. In the before and after visit, we can give two pictures there, and they can have a discussion there, and they can have an idea of what was earlier and what was before. A good discussion can be taken place in using technology. Then investigating data, if they want to survey about any topic, they can use Google form and they can know more about it. If pandemic was there, what was the area, which were the area where extremely pandemic yeah, COVID patients were there, whatever it is, you can take any data and you can have a survey of it and investigate. You can have a data of it and you can create a doc of it, everything. Now if you are going for virtual field trip, VR, using like VR virtual field trip, you can go and have, let me show you. If we are talking about Lotus Temple, so just talking about Lotus Temple is not sufficient. We can take them to the Lotus Temple also. It's coming. See, they can see the Lotus Temple. They can have their look. It is 360-degree. They will know about this. So instead of giving bookish knowledge, you can go for virtual reality things. You can show them the places, the arts, everything, the Google map, everything you can show it there, and they will know more about the place, about the art, sculptures, and all. So there are many apps. You can go for it, like Geo My Map, Google Art and Culture, Google Earth, then Calapi.com, EducoSpace, then P4 Panorama. It's all will take you to the virtual field trip and you can see it there. So SAMR model, it's about being aware of the range of options and picking the right strategy or strategies for the lesson at hand. As I said, there are many apps, but which app or which software is useful and where to use and why to use, you should be aware of it when you are making a lesson plan. So at the end, utilizing technology is not only to enhance instructions, but to also strengthen the community of a classroom. I encourage you to find the purpose of the lesson and create. I often ask myself these questions, guiding questions, as I plan technology integration into my lessons. Usually I ask, is technology being used merely for the sake of technology? Or is this lesson just as great without technology? How much time will I spend infusing technology into the lesson? Is the outcome worth the added time? Will my student be engaged, empowered, and excited? Do I have the necessary tools? Do my student have the necessary tools? What will be my student learn? How will my student learn? Is there a difference in how my student will learn? Does this lesson or activity have a real world connection or application? So at the last, I can say, remember again that SAMR is something thought of as mountain to summit, but it's really more like a toolbox. There are many apps you can go for, but you have to select. The goal isn't to use the most sophisticated tools, but to find the right one for the job. More importantly, however, it is the way to reflect on your technology integration by thinking on few questions like how can my lesson be improved using technology? How can I engage and empower students through technology? How can online learning more closely resembles authentic real world learning? So this was all from my side.
Yeah, participants, if you have any questions, you can post it in the chat. In the meanwhile, loved it, Smita ma'am, because the practical applications that you gave for each and every section of a lesson plan was just
I
lovely.
tried my best just to give them all whatever I can. If it is useful for them, I'm happy. If they can utilize it, making a lesson plan, it's good. But there's just
I'm
they have
not sure if you read the comments. I think they loved it, and all of them found very practical, very knowledgeable, and what they can use in the classrooms. I'm sure a lot of them have used these tools in the past, especially during the pandemic. But this was like a great revision. That this is not only a pandemic tool; this is an everyday tool for
they can
teachers.
use it. Yeah.
Everyday
Thank you
tool.
so much, ma'am. Lovely session.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Smita ma'am, for your lovely practical application. That's the main point, right? Apply what you learn. That's what we say. So great. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.